I mainly work night shifts whenever possible for two major reasons. Firstly, it's quieter, and secondly, you make more money. Sure, it sort of messes with your social life to a degree. Back when I was 16, I worked at the supermarket chain Tesco's. For any Americans watching, think of it like Walmart, except it's set in England and there's far more rain. Since working in retail, I've come up with an idea that everyone must work 1 month's retail, like fast food or charity work, if they want to attend university. Now, this would be mainly so everyone would have some basic empathy with retail workers, as they too would have gone through the same thing. And it would also teach teamwork and cooperation and public speaking skills. I'll tell you what it taught me though. Ways to pass time effectively. Train got delayed? No worries. Bus is late? Not a problem. Early to any sort of appointment? I'm good. Rule 1. Make sure your phone is fully charged and has some good tunes on it. Like She Shanty and She Shanty 2. Rule 2. Some sort of handheld. I'm ashamed of the hours I've spent playing Pokemon and Mario Kart, but I don't work at Tesco anymore, so there's that. And Rule 3. I don't think there's a Rule 3. I worked 12 to 6 AM and saw some true oddities during my time. Me and Kelly, my co-worker, would refer to them as SCPs. At the time, I didn't know what she was referring to, but after some research, I kinda get it now. The first was an old lady, extremely small, thin, and a little too friendly, if you get what I mean. She'd visit during the 6 PM to 12 AM shift and simply buy milk or other little oddities. Who buys just milk? Apart from that, she was perfectly normal, apart from the smell of cats. And I've never owned a cat. The second was a rocket of emotions, as I've never seen someone go through the 5 stages of grief so fast that they broke the sound barrier. At 2 AM, 8-ish hours after the sun had set, he stormed into the petrol station and stamped up to the till.
"Where's this brand of pickles in the main store?"
He bellowed, showing me a picture he had taken of an empty pickle jar. I don't work in the main store. I work in the petrol station. He stood there silent for a moment, looking back and forth between me and his picture of the pickles.
"No, I saw them in here the other day. I'm sure of it."
Sorry, but this petrol station doesn't sell pickles.
Okay, do you sell Princeton at least?
No.
Alright, I'll be on my way.
I watched as he walked out the door, slipping his photo away into his pocket and getting into his car, only to come back in to pay for the petrol.
Hold on.
The third was a somewhat frequent visitor, a tall, slender old man dressed in a suit and always presenting himself as best he could. I never knew why he visited Tesco's so late at night. Was he a spy? Was he filling up on fuel after attending an extravagant party? Did he just have a poor sense of timing? Whenever he did pass through, he was very quiet, formal, always saying thank you and being polite. Lordy, his nose is huge.
My grandson is going to be 9 in a few days, and I want to get him something nice.
Okay, what did you have in mind?
Some sort of gaming console, like the one you have on your counter there.
Sorry, time doesn't go very quickly here. Anyway, I'd recommend the 2DS myself.
And what's that?
Finally, my time had come. Years of nerding over technology wouldn't be for waste. Hey Kelly, I'm off to the main store. We went to the main store, which was just as inactive as the petrol station, and wandered into the games aisle, which was just one half of an aisle filled with everything games. He picked up a 2DS box and slowly turned to me.
All the games here say 3DS.
Oh, they'll run on a 2DS, don't worry about that. I saw this man drifting in and out of a petrol station for 2 years. This was the first... I stopped working there a few weeks later in order to go to university. Never saw the dapper man, the angry pickle dude, or the animation case study lady ever again. But they'll certainly live on in my memories, and a YouTube video I made about them. So that's 5 months spent on a single video. It was very fun to animate. I admit I probably went a little overboard in a couple of scenes, such as the old lady walking to the fridges, and I won't be doing that sort of thing again unless people really like it. I'd like to give a massive thank you to Peaches for not only being my first subscriber, but also commissioning me. Doing work over the internet's incredibly weird, but hell, it's rewarding and it's fun. I've also gotten a new job in IT as a sort of support technician. You know, people issuing tickets because their mouse is unplugged and they think the whole world's coming to an end. And then you go over and they just plug the mouse in and it's fine. In the future, I hope to make shorter videos / animation memes, as someone showed me animation memes and they look incredibly fun to do and animate, so I might do a few of them if people are interested. I hope you have a pleasant evening and sleep well.